Bentornati ragazzi alla 23esima parte di Dragon Age Veilguard. Nella parte prima è successo un disastro per quanto riguarda la scelta della romance. Ho fatto una missione che inconsapevolmente mi ha bloccato la possibilità... Sono sempre state queste cose appese? Che mi ha bloccato la possibilità di continuare una romance con Tash, la persona che avevo deciso di fare la romance, quindi ci sono rimasta male, però fa niente, la seconda persona nella lista era Harding, quindi ho iniziato a fare la mia relazione stabile con lei. Insomma, abbiamo aspettato 10 anni pur di fare una relazione con Harding e adesso ce l'abbiamo, perché non farla? Secondo playthrough comunque mi faccio da sola, faccio la romance con Tash. Prima abbiamo fatto una missione molto importante con l'obiettivo di uccidere i draghi il drago della divinità. Ci è andata di culo, invece di un solo drago ne sono apparsi due, li abbiamo sconfitti, e è apparso anche l'altra divinità elfica, Gillener. Vabbè dai, sapete che li confondo sempre, è comparso l'uomo, il fratello, che non era ancora comparso, e sta facendo cose alla foresta di Arlatan. Adesso decidiamo cosa fare. Ah, giusto, perché abbiamo tantissime comunque missioni legate appunto ai compagni adesso, giustamente. Facciamo prima quella di Nev. Qualcuno... quante persone vogliono parlarmi.
How interesting. Like lyrium,
Ah,
you say?
giusto.
Mm-hmm. This table's really cold.
Marble. It's wonderful on hot summer days.
Right. Nothing's happening.
Precisely.
Emmerich, you wanted to see me?
Ah, Rook. If you would be so kind as to step over
Giusto,
here.
dobbiamo scoprire qual è il problema con Harding. Porca.
And there we have it. Just as I suspected.
Emotions?
Involving Rook.
Wait, me?
Young love indeed. Come, Manfred. I'm sure they'll want to discuss the implications.
Emmerich?
Va bene?
Everything fine?
Cute.
Emmerich didn't find anything wrong with you?
I'm not sure how to explain.
Take your time.
Emmerich, that my abilities could be tied to
Sì.
how I was
Anche le
feeling.
altre volte mi sembra che l'avevo
Feeling
scoperto.
about you. I mean,
Quindi provano a
the special
avvelenarmi con
feelings.
l'irium involontariamente. Hai capito, no? Non sempre? Fantastico. Sentimenti speciali...
You're not toxic all the time. That's
okay,
great
this is-
news.
is it? But being close to you makes me feel things. And apparently, when I feel those things,
Yes, I can see how this might be a problem.
lyrium was the blood of the Titans. If my heart's beating and my blood's racing around, maybe I'm sorry.
Vuoi controllarlo?
Do you think you could control it?
It's tied to my emotions. Like the rest of my magic. I'm sure I can learn to control it.
Non ha importanza per me.
You don't have to apologize. Us being together is about more than whether we can touch.
It's gonna be awkward.
We're already awkward. What's a bit more?
Cute. Non sopporto le babbucce di legno di lei, però. Le babbucce di Amsterdam. Olandesi. Salve ragazzi. E intanto loro guardavano tutto, perfetto.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero.
Scrive
A
una novel.
powerful but properly contained tingle. Nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line.
E mi ricorda
Much more
qualcuno che
natural.
conosco, non so.
What are
chi.
you working
Devo
on?
pensarci.
Rook,
So modo
I
di
didn't
fare,
see you.
a sta faccia. Chi è che conosco?
what did you hear?
Qualcosa di scandaloso. Cosa di bello.
Not sure what it was, but it sounded pretty good.
Oh, really? Well, thank you.
Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them, multiple times.
Fuck.
And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethris, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on, besides Syrian and all of that.
Syrian.
And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
Ah. Ci proviamo.
Fighting ancient gods does keep things interesting.
And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Resti tra noi.
Just don't tell anyone. I've got a reputation to uphold.
Right. Your secret's safe with me. But I'm probably not the only one, you know, who notices. People look up to you. And more are going to when this is over. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll
Niente.
talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
Cibi preferiti di Hardy? Bellara, sono onorata che tu l'abbia chiesto in un cucino metto solo insieme la roba. Comunque ecco te, pasta al burro, formaggio e miele. Ah, marmellata prosciuttata. Mio Dio, schifo. Marmellata e patate. Ma Harding ha gusti un po' semplici, molto olandesi. Parliamo con i boys che vedo qua.
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside, the eyes of a village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
If the two of you were going to open a bottle, you might have told me first.
It's not
Chi è
a
il capo
good
qui?
bottle.
Ok.
Might have to pick up a supply. I have a feeling we'll need it. Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
Non sapete l'inizio di tutto?
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus then?
They don't tell it the way you would.
I mean, it ended with the elven god of lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
You joining us then?
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Ovviamente.
Maybe
Nostro
just for a
cuoco.
minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanus owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda. That Bronto.
Death Bronto. Cute, i boys hanno fatto pace, mi fa piacere. È problematica Sam. Ah! Ho imparato a dare la zampa, wow. Ovviamente l'essere meno problematico di tutto il team, Assan, veramente. Ancora meno problematico di Manfred. Fa male vedere Tash. Il fatto che non sarei potuto tornare indietro. Era prima ancora del del calderone.
Remember the dragon we were talking about with the lords?
Which one? There were
sì.
a few in that conversation.
The fire breather that was killing people. Veil Jumpers sent word. She's in Arlathan Forest. Destroyed a village and turned it into her new lair. I've got the location from the Veil Jumpers. We can go whenever you want.
Va bene, però ho paura di attivare la missione principale, quindi aspettiamo un po'. Iniziamo.
There's dangerous fanatics, then there's Alia. She's loose in Ducktown, and we're in the dark.
Ah, non è
What's
questa
the
l'armatura
plan?
che volevo
The
mettere.
threads in
adesso la
Alia's
nuova.
Venatori are at war. That might slow Alia down, but until I know her plans, I need to hear whatever information the threads pick up.
What about Rana? Can she help?
I told Rana that Alia's back. She needs the warning. As for help, Rana wants to be an example. Not sure where that goes anymore.
You're worried about her.
I'm worried about everyone. Tired enough to admit it.
Dogtown's protected. What can the threads do for you?
Alia's a pain for both of us. Let's talk.
We know people in this town. Neighbors. When they don't turn up on the rounds, we notice. Alia used the threads for dirty work. Stolen relics, muscle, spies. These people, they disappear.
And you don't know where to.
Alia's good at covering her tracks. That's why you're here. I've got names of missing people, including those hardly anyone noticed yet. All yours, no catch.
We can't let Alia do this. If what she did to the threads was an opening act...
We won't like the show.
This is war. We find Alia, we kill her. Give the cult something to think about. You find her, you do the same. Docktown's ours.
To Docktown. From the people who breathe it, bleed for it, no one's got its back like we do.
Nessuno proteggerà come noi alla futura città migliore.
To a better Docktown. And doing the best we can till then.
You go far.
To home.
Docktown. È già finita sta missione? Ok, facciamo quella di Emmerich.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, cosa ha
Did I miss
combinato,
something?
Manfred?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
That must have been frustrating.
He knows he's not supposed to play in the horticulture. Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
Oh.
If?
Ah, there's something I'd like to talk about.
Che succede?
Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Sì.
Doesn't ring a bell.
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Chissà che emozione.
Not everyone gets to meet their idols.
Oh, but I was nervous. The Liches are the great protectors of the necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
Beh, se vi rende felice.
If that's what you want.
I'd anticipated more surprise.
Emmerich, you live in a haunted necropolis.
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed
Sei quello
ranks
che
of
veramente
the
vuoi,
Watchers,
Emmerich.
as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations.
Cioè?
Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Aspetta un attimo. Nuova armatura. Ok. Non se ne è avuta
Okay,
appropriata per la
but I've
zona.
got questions.
Proviamola.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmerich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets. moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The liches of the necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
È un argomento mai sentito, quindi è abbastanza interessante.
So,
Sto dicendo se mi piace questa
what's
armatura,
holding
è
you back
molto
from
scoperta, però mi piace il davanti, mi piace.
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! The promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
that's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkas? She's a lich?
Ah, she's a lich.
A half-lich,
Okay.
though that hasn't diminished her powers.
Infatti.
Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure.
Quanti.
So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkas avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the soul.
For a watcher, Hezenkas is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care, or a simple attempt to understand. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Of course.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
Comunque, chiaramente il produttore aveva un preferito perché Ambridge ha certe scene e ragionamenti molto belli. Trenev c'è letteralmente 2 secondi ed era già finita la sua.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
Suppongo.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Valkaran, they walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Salve. Piacere.
Rook, it's a pleasure.
È vestita così.
Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course. The choices
Credo che tutti sono
ahead.
innamorati di Emmerich su
Your
internet.
lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Carino, Manfred.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible, I agree.
Carino, Manfred. Neanche geloso del suo padrone. Ah, sì, ho preso in giro l'armatura Anten, ma poi me la son messa. Sì. Dettagli. Questa è la missione dei compagni come si deve, non quella che mi danno con Nev, quella che mi hanno fatto fare con Nev, è durato 2 secondi. Tash mi fa andare ad Arlatan, mentre Davrin mi fa andare alle paludi. E ho un'altra missione alle paludi, qualcosa di malvagio. Madonna, quanto? Ne parliamo con loro. No, va bene i boys, andiamo.
Evka, Antoine, you needed help with something. Is this about your studies?
Look at the blight here. The world dies like this if we do nothing. We need a deeper understanding of how it behaves. I have theories, but...
Something's wrong.
We've been keeping Darkspawn away from Lavendel, but those have been packs. What's heading for us now is a small horde. We push it back, or the locals wind up dead.
Non può andare così.
We can't lose now. This whole place would be a grave.
You can see why we had to change focus.
Where do things stand now?
Every warden will put themselves between Lavendel and the Blight.
Ancora.
But we'll be spread thin around the village.
Ragazzi, fate
There's
lavorare
only
anche un
so
po' i
many of
signori della
us.
fortuna,
We
se vogliamo
need
far
to make
niente.
that work.
Your plan to get us through is a good one.
I gave advice and people listened.
You credit yourself too little.
A little bragging never hurts. Just ask the Lords of Fortune. Build yourself up.
Huh. Maybe later.
I can help if you like. You're very easy to praise.
So what now? What can I do?
There are sentries equipped with horns stationed around the village. Those horns are sounded when an attack begins, and again if backup's needed. That lets us focus our numbers. I need you to check with the sentries. Make sure they're ready.
I'm on it. We can do this.
All right. Take that can-do spirit to the rest.
Check back with us when you're done with the sentries.
We can hold off the smaller packs for a while, but there's no going back once the horde hits.
Ok.
Come on. Let's check on the warden sentries.
Lui.
Hey, Evka sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is sound. We'll stand together and see it through. We won't fail.
Tell Evka we're ready.
Ah, è un memento.
Hey, Evka wanted me to check in. Are you ready?
I am.
Greta.
The Darkspawn won't win this one.
Not on our watch.
We took those dragons, we'll take this too.
È solo un'orda di non morti. Ne abbiamo affrontato molto peggio. E spero proprio che nessun custode muoia questo giro perché... È il vecchietto.
Well, look who it is. Name's Warden Augustin.
Evka sent me. How are things here?
The Darkspawn aren't on us, but they will be. I can feel it. And you go where the fight is, don't you?
Lui è fortunato. Un custode grigio ancora vivo a quest'età.
We should get back to Evka. Evka, the sentries are ready.
Good. Are you?
That's a horn. The Darkspawn are here.
It came from the glade.
Let's move. We can't let them break through to the village.
Lavender is the only village left alive out here.
We make sure it sticks around.
We're not off the hook yet.
No problem.
Cut them down.
Tell me what you need. They're coming up behind you.
Behind.
They're down, but there's more fight left out there.
All right, be ready for the next call. We could check on the caves, see how the fight is there. Or head to the farmlands.
Quante pozioni ci sono?
Rook, we've got things covered here. We've got backup. Let's push them back.
Ok. Quindi questi se la cavano, devo andare dagli altri. Dov'è la bolla? Ouch! Strata. Dov'è la bolla?
More on the way.
Good. I'm all warmed up. I caught my breath. Grazie.
Thanks for having my back.
You took more than your share.
Porca. Quest'uomo dei problemi, sì. Antoine?
What is it?
Something evil. A strange calling in the blight.
Something to look into.
Yes. But that's what we do.
Sì.
And today, we won the day.
He's right. Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
Secondo me è il pozzo.
It's in here too.
You're sure?
It's faint, but yes.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first you deserve some thanks. Lavendale is safe.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
I'd suggest we celebrate, but Antoine heard something strange in the blight, and...
It's not music you want to dance to.
The Blight's song wasn't just strange. At first I heard the gods. But now... there's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands. It pulses. Weird. Pulling somewhere dark. It sounds... I don't know... pleased?
What does that mean?
We don't know yet.
Likely nothing good.
Maybe you should stop listening.
What? Oh, don't worry. I'm fine. We need more time to study what the new song means, and where it leads.
And you can't listen to it all the time. We don't know what it is.
Evka, but yes, we have many different tests to run. Remember to visit Rook. We'll have results eventually.
Vabbè.
Until then, stay safe.
Bye, guys. Siete bravi.
Antoine, what's on your mind?
It's like there's a pattern in the blight, and no pattern at all. But always something.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers I put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. This is Davrin and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
You're in a town full of Grey Wardens. It's probably the safest place in the world right now.
How can we
E siamo vestiti in modo un po' strano, ma non ti preoccupare.
My name's Valia. When I heard about Weishaupt, what happened... I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
It's not for everyone.
It wasn't that. It's... I'm the one who found the griffin eggs, before they hatched.
Oh.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions. But why come to us now?
I knew some of the wardens who were caring for the griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
Perché la mia armatura è così bassa definizione?
Yes. Her name was Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the griffins during the fourth blight.
Ooh.
What?
Perché?
Upon direct orders from the first warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
Why would they do that?
In her diary, Isaiah said the blight was going badly. The wardens couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Isaiah didn't want to do it, but orders were orders. It won the war.
But then...
The griffins became rabid. They turned against the wardens.
So then the first warden turned against them.
Rabbiosi.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
That goes against everything wardens are supposed to stand for.
In her diary, Isaiah said she couldn't forgive herself. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
Careful. He's a shameless flirt.
That's because he's such a pretty boy, isn't he? I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
So you're the reason Davron's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters.
Anything for the prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be. Griffins give the wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler is Seiya.
È successa la
Can't
qualità
hide
delle
forever.
nostre armature comunque. Inguardabili. Se ne è attivata una e basta. Ho un po' di bauli che non riesco ad aprire neanche pagarmi. Non riesco ad aprire.
Rook, I'm Sawyer. Watch your back out there.
What's going on?
Mercenaries. They're taking advantage of the Blight and looting what was left behind.
Ok, andiamo a
They
uccidere.
attack wardens on sight even as we're fighting all this. A scout saw torches headed towards the redoubt. If they manage to break into the cauldron, there's dangerous relics out there and blighted weapons, and those mercenaries would sell to the highest bidder.
Can't let that happen. If I can stop them, I will.
We'd be in your debt, more than we already are.
Andiamo.
Mercenaries.
Take whatever you find.
Already on it.
No witnesses. Take whatever's on them. More profit.
Vieni acqua, morto. Tu easy quando cadi in acqua.
As you say. I'm ready to go again.
Warden Sawyer was right. They're after whatever they can steal, and they're willing to kill for it.
They look at the Blight and see a chance to profit.
We can't let this stand.
Killed. These aren't Darkspawn wounds.
We made it out of Weishaupt, just to get murdered here.
Assurdo.
On your guard.
This loot's ours!
Snipers! Don't win!
That's it for the mercenaries.
Then we got our target.
Good. The Wardens have enough on their minds as it is.
We should tell Warden Sawyer.
Ok, abbiamo ucciso i mercenari.
Sawyer, the mercenaries you mentioned. We stopped them.
Thank the Maker. Anything they took from the locals, we'll see returned. As for what belongs to the Wardens, some of that may be better destroyed. We'll see to that too.
Fatto. Allora, io farei questa missione di Tash. Ah, devo combattere contro il drago. Proviamoci.
All right. The dragon's a fang scorcher that attacked villages. We're close to her lair.
This shouldn't be too bad, right? We fought 2 dragons at once in Hossberg.
The dragons we fought in Hossberg were being ordered around by the gods. They were attack dogs. This is a wolf, a big wolf, fighting in her own territory. Be ready. This is your first real dragon fight.
You said she attacked villages. Are we dealing with another attack in a city, like Treviso or Minrathous?
No. Something got her to start hunting a ways off.
Something like what?
Dunno. Hoping we find out while we're here. But right now, focus on taking her down before she kills anyone else. Including us.
You said the dragon's a fang scorcher. What are they like?
Fire breather. Related to the Ferelden Frostback. Think of her like the dragon version of a bobcat or a fox.
It's a little larger than a bobcat.
I mean, she's small and sneaky for a dragon. Attacks with fire from a distance to soften up her targets. And she's mean. Scorchers hold a grudge longer than my mother.
This is your dance. Show us the steps.
Stay in the trees as long as you can. It's gonna get hot when she sees us.
Andiamo a attaccare un drago.
You okay to go up against the fang scorcher?
Why wouldn't I be? I fought that blighty dragon in Minrathous. Why not another?
Because of your dress. It's pretty. I don't want it to get all scorched.
Oh, it's woven with enchantments to make it resistant to fire and lightning. It should be fine.
Messaggio all'acrobato del Veilguard. Ho deciso di unirmi agli acrobati del velo per conoscere gente e vedere magie interessanti, non per combattere I draghi.
Also, it's technically not a dress.
Okay. I don't really do clothes. Hang on. Something's off with that crap up ahead. Let's go up through there on the left instead.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The way that debris is placed doesn't look natural. Or like something a dragon would do.
Interesting. You're the expert. We'll follow your lead.
Careful. She can hear metal clanking from a half-mile away.
You heard Tosh. Light steps.
You know how to take orders.
We're here to kill a dragon. I'm inclined to listen to the expert.
Tosh, please.
What's that? Hunting call. Spooks prey, so they bolt out into the open.
I can see how that'd work.
Wait. Hunter.
Hunter? What did they want in Arlathan Forest?
No idea. But they were setting an ambush.
Bet they didn't count on your sharp sense of smell.
Come on. We can circle around. Hit them where they're not expecting us.
Varsity unlock! Precision Sarah!
Got us the range. Watch it.
Get clear!
Anton mean? They knew I'd come for the Fang Scorcher? I only came because she attacked villages.
Maybe they baited it into attacking the villages somehow, to lure you out here.
There's someone called the Dragon King.
Stupid name. Let's look around. I need to know what's going on.
È proprio vero, The Dragon King. Nota, mi attacchi delle zanne ardenti attireranno da voi il gruppo della Dari. Catturate la Dari e uccidete gli altri. Poi usate la corruzione per indebolire le zanne ardenti finché non si farà catturare. Ghilanei ci ricompenserà adeguatamente per aver aggiunto un altro sputafuoco al suo arsenale di draghi.
Bastards! They're the ones who've been capturing dragons and blighting them, and turning them over to Gillenane in exchange for power. Isra Marluk Voshvatari Brock! We knew the Antom were involved. Now we know it's the Dragon King. That's who we find and kill. We can get to the Fang Scorcher's lair up through there. Whenever you're ready.
Watch the fire!
There's cover on the left! Move! All right, she knows we're here. That means quick beats quiet. Stay fire. It's like oil. Gets on you and keeps burning. More on top.
Si rubare qualcosa? No, niente. Pronti? Andiamo.
Ready if you are.
No. Non mi così.
Ready for a fight?
Me l'ha evitato. Che livello ha questo qua? Vai. No, due.
Behind you. I'm ready. Let's go.
Needs a hand.
All set.
Coming at range.
Tiro la testa, non ti tiro. Ok. Vai ragazzi.
Ready when you are.
Queste sono le pozioni, che succede?
They're hitting us from there.
Toebra. Shokra Toebra. Today, you're dragon slayers.
Now let's see what she had in her lair. Probably that big building over there.
Wow, all'ultimo ce l'ho fatta proprio. Prova il tesoro della zanna ardente, che entriamo.
Let me know when you're ready to get out of here.
Che vista che c'ha. Aveva proprio una bella tana. La zanna ardente qua. Guarda quanto... tutte le cose d'oro si era presa, portata. Martello brutale, wow. No, 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 no.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Non ancora. Comunque, esatto, tutto quello che si brulicicava se le portano qua. For golden glory.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Andiamo.
Let's head out now.
Trophy from the Fang Scorcher? She was a good fight. Thanks for listening to me during the hunt. Not everyone does.
Devo fare la Romas con Tash. Madonna, io in questi giochi, come quello prima che avrei dovuto fare la Romas con l'altra.
You know what you're doing. I trust you.
Well, you're also taking advice from the elven god of lies.
See? Honesty. This is why I trust you. When you were standing over the dragon, you said something. Chakra to Ebra. It's the same thing your mother told you. You struggle the way you are?
You must struggle with what you are. It's what she told me when I was a kid. Still does. So I don't let the dragon out.
Meaning your fire breath?
It's not just about the fire. It's about how stuff makes me feel. What I do when I'm angry.
So you've got a bit of a temper. You haven't set Emmerich on fire yet, that I know of.
It's not just a temper. I can get this rage where I just have to break something and I can get stuck in arguments, needing things to be a certain way. The Antam would have turned me into a berserker, breathing fire across the battlefield, killing anything in my way. I don't want to be that.
È così anche per me. Puoi provare emozioni, ok?
Tosh, you can't be afraid to feel things.
No, weren't you listening? It gets too much.
Sì, capito.
You can control what you do about those feelings, yeah, but that doesn't mean pretending you don't feel them. You are Raveni. You have the freedom to let yourself feel things instead of locking them down. I mean, we just killed a dragon, thanks to you. How hard can anything else be after that?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I think I'm ready to talk to my mother about who I really am.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just killed a dragon. How hard can talking to my mother be after that? Might invite her to the lighthouse. Maybe that way she doesn't spend the whole time talking about that old tablet.
I'm still a little concerned about whoever sent the Antam. They mentioned the Dragon King?
Yeah. The asshole who's capturing dragons and blighting them for Gillinane. I'll ask Isabella to look for him. Still a stupid name. Dragon King. Dragons wouldn't have kings. They'd have queens.
Giusto.
The trap had failed. The Fang Scorcher was dead. But the Dragon King was a patient hunter. All he needed was a little help from a trader in the Lords of Fortune to set a new trap. And the bait was sure to bring Tosh running.
Bella la storyline di Tash, mi piace molto di più di altre. Dov'è il mercante?
Rowan, hey. Cousin?
Spirits told me you found yourself and do not use women's words any longer. I would not insult you by calling you sister.
Huh. Thanks. Never had a cousin before.
Nuove missioni disponibili in quest'area, Faro. Andiamo. Torniamo a casa, vero? Intanto bisogna tornare a casa, io mi dimentico sempre di tornare a casa. Una missiva. Un aggiornamento dalla Vandal. Rook, serviamo ovviamente le parole oscure come sempre. Lottare fermamente quando valgono più boschi e foreste. Strane e scoraggianti. Durante grande buona fortuna. Guarda quante missioni. Si è fatto curare, Lucanis.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
Giusto, smart, intelligente.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both. Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
Cosa?
The title of first dame.
Ah, davvero, è così importante. Si tratta di questo?
Ilario had you imprisoned and tortured for a promotion?
Well, the job was to kill you. But this one doesn't waste those with potential.
Yeah, that's not any better.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
È vero.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elgernon? Ilario's working with Elgernon?
Her spirit strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
I'm sorry, Lucanus.
So am I.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
Le abilità di Emmerich ci tornano sempre utili. Missione?
This is where we eat.
Ah, la madre.
I see.
Shathan, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
I made food. Here. Armada Special. It's what the pirates eat when they come to port.
This is too rich for me. Perhaps you could prepare some vegetables.
Fine.
Oh wow, solo formaggio, pane
A few weeks in your
e
company,
carne.
and my child has lost what little civility she had.
Wow. Hai suggerito la task da approfondire cosa significa essere rivaniana e Shatan l'ha notato. Sì, in realtà non ho avuto scelta, perché volevo fare quella missione e mi ha bloccato. No, un piatto civilizzato. No, non è vero. Ci piace provare di tutto.
We actually eat dishes from all over. Lucanus has introduced us to demon
No,
hair
i
pasta,
capelli di demone.
and Valara made
Si chiamano
holocakes.
capelli d'angelo
So
in
my
italiano.
child respects every culture except her own.
È vero.
This is what I face for removing her from the Qun.
Oh mio Dio. Ora basta, sii più gentile.
Could you just try to show some affection to your child?
I do not need your instruction to show kindness to Evitash.
Well, what do you need? Give me a hint, because right now nothing Tosh does is good enough.
Is that how it appears to you?
Yes.
I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here, vegetables.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
Ok, così la piazziamo sul tavolo.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Oh, che situazione delicata.
Under the Qun, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a Qunathlok. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evatash, Chakra Toebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough
Mi
for you?
spiace Tasha da morire.
I will go.
Io sono
Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
Tash.
All of that was new for her. Just give her some time. No. It's okay. Tosh. I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem. You sure? Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
Magari Lucani si mangia la porzione in più. Se lo chiediamo. Grazie Tash per il cibo.
Supper in Docktown?
You're actually taking a break?
I've got leads to chase on Alia and Docktown's missing people. A few sources will only talk if I'm alone. But if you're around after, you help me uncover all this. Supper's on me.
Sure.
Certo.
Count me in.
A cena con me.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take Hassan to the woods in Arlathan soon. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
Oh, come sono impegnata, quanti appuntamenti.
I heard from Kal Shirak about the missing dwarves. Stalgard's one of them. I have to go help.
Andiamo.
They sent me maps of the area where the missing were last seen. It's a start. You're coming to help, right?
I promised I would.
I'm ready to go whenever you are. Let's not wait too long.
Perfetto, devo fare per forza quello della mia fidanzata. Mia ragazza, prima. Lettera scritta Draghet, ricordi che avevi detto che non avrei mai trovato un gran tesoro? Tu ti sbagliavi, io sono fortissimo. Vieni alla sala se vuoi vedere il mio bottino. Ho dovuto comprare una nave nuova se lo potrei sfruttarlo. Per il mio oro e la mia gloria. Ah. Rompipa. Quello che ci ha fregato. Tutto bene.
You know, the one thing this place could use is a bakery. If the lighthouse is feeling ambitious.
Incontra Tash nella sala del valore. Facciamo questo, dai. Leggi. Salve micini. Abbiamo saputo di una nave al largo della costa che è stata attaccata da un drago, un velo grosso, forse addirittura cataranda e scaglie e ossa. Tenere gli occhi aperti per gli eventuali superstiti. Se uno di loro è quella a Aethelred di te di tornare subito qui così potrò pugnalarlo, ma piano per la sua idiozia. Bacia braccia Isabella.
Storm Riders get really possessive about their hordes. She'll be tracking the scent of anything that got taken.
Looks like they're talking about a dragon. Cataranda?
Cataranda the Storm Rider. She's bad. She's real bad. Breathes lightning, like the Vinsimer.
The Vinsimer was kind of friendly, though.
Cataranda isn't. She is a bad dragon.
Oh, non dirmi che dobbiamo affrontare un altro drago. Ma sì, vi voglio bene, ma... Ti voglio bene, ho 2 draghi in un giorno. Ancora, c'è 4 draghi in 2 parti che gioco, praticamente.
The Ravani Armada and the Antam Navy have destroyed a lot of each other's ships. Good for salvagers, bad for sailors. Hey, what's going on with Spite?
He's throwing a tantrum. He wanted to kill Zara, but Hilario got there first.
She was mine!
Hey, no interrupting. You talk when it's your turn.
Never my turn. It's fine. I'm dealing with it.
The Venatori stuck the two of you together? Neither of you got a say in it?
No.
That's messed up.
Mi piace come Tashi sia brava a gestire Astio.
Nothing here. Maybe in the wreckage nearby.
Let's see if it burns. Nope again.
Cioè, abbiamo fuso dell'oro. Ok. Sbagliato. Una volta.
I'm on it. Esamina la spiaggia successiva, ok.
Cataranda threw that ship like a toy.
Looks like something took the treasure and buried it.
That's some.
Someone on our way.
Not bad, Dash.
Tutti di allora, ok. Passa. Grazie a Sam. Recupera il tesoro di Cataranda.
What? It flew off with the treasure.
Crows often develop expensive tastes.
Maybe if I offered a coin, it'll give up the treasure.
It's only fair. The crows do not work for free.
This is all of the treasure stolen from Cataranda.
Let's get to the beach where I lured the Vinsimer. Plenty of open space for a good fight.
Proviamo, dai.
Everyone get ready!
Il 4 non va? Non mi sto concentrando perché il 4 non va. Assurdo perché il 4 non va. Non ho messo niente nel 4? No, adesso voglio perdere solo per... Fammelo rifare.
You'll see why.
Ah, lo stavo registrando, stavo facendo la missione di neve. Dimenticata. Ci servono dei sassi. Cerca dei sassi. Dobbiamo fare con questi sassi, tirarli ai gabbiani, non so. Cerca dei sassi.
Why are we doing this?
You know what they say. Leave no stone unturned.
Really?
No.
Un gatto! Tutti I gatti che ci sono nel mio
You know,
Rotus.
when I say we'll get through, I
Occhietti,
believe it.
occhietti vuoti.
I know you do.
You don't believe me?
I'm skeptical on a good day, and lately...
I understand.
Dov'è l'altro gruppetto di sassi? Eccolo qua. Ok, ho preso I sassi.
Time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
How are we doing?
With the rocks or in general?
Let's stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good.
A win for us.
I guess it is. Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Fancy.
Ma
Isn't it?
sta dando fuoco lei?
Is this what you do when you're out of leads?
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
Comunque sì, non stavo registrando prima. Il drago era troppo forte, allora siamo andati a fare delle altre missioni. Cioè, sono andata a fare... Il drago era troppo forte, quindi sono andata a fare altre missioni dei compagni. Visto che prima non stavo registrando. Sembra essere bisogno di liberare lamenti. Cosa non facile.
You ever figure out how, let me know.
Sure thing. You can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathus, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me. But at the end of the day, what have I done? What sticks? Venatori everywhere, Aelia waltzing back into town.
Non c'erano sassolini. Ecco cosa servivano I sassi.
I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabbed me in the back.
Minrathus è una città difficile. Non ci sono risposte facili.
I've been told I've got an answer for everything.
Only I don't for this. Or a lot of things. And I don't think it was a compliment.
Aren't we a pair? Getting mixed up in my problems. Can't say it's the smart play. Rana's partner, Brahm. Where did it leave him?
Sì.
Where does it leave you?
Skipping rocks with a friend.
Non male. Odio il cappello di Neve. Non si riesce mai a guardarla in faccia con questo cappello.
She was there. We didn't see her.
Dove?
This word?
Maybe.
Che andiamo? Dio mio, la mia armatura nuova. Si vede tutto.
Willing to chase a long shot? We need to get to the spillway.
You got something on Aelia?
She was there. We just didn't see her.
Aspetta un secondo.
At the spillway?
At the relic deal. When Aelia controlled Damas, she mentioned Bataris and the stolen relic. Why bring that up? Why would she care?
You think she was involved?
Or one of her puppets. She's been careful, but there may be something to pick up at the site. A witness. Anything. We can get to the site from here, up and across that building.
So we're returning to the scene of the crime, where we fought Bataris?
It's just a hunch, but it's the best I've got.
Let's check it out. What's the plan?
Bataris had a red lyrium relic. Those don't play nice with the Veil. The Viper left me a piece of it. Remnants fade with time, but if we got here soon enough...
Ooh.
Remnants. We've got them.
Fainter than the ones we found before, but I'll see what I can draw out. Let's take a look.
Vai, no.
I've got this. Echoes of greed, pride, our Venatori, Bataris.
Vai.
Sure thing. The thread smuggler. But this feels scrambled. Two people's thoughts in one source. She wasn't a traitor. She was a puppet. Aelia moving goods to her followers. Look there. There's more. By the waterfall. We're close to something. I can feel it.
Skipping stones really worked.
I guess some of my plans pan out. This one's afraid. A witness? Someone else showed up too, after we left. If I can pull out more of an echo, a memory...
So Nev Gallus is back. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing, I swear.
Aelia.
No. In my head. Stay out!
A bystander? They must have seen the fight.
Then Aelia showed up.
Tell me, would you see this city rise? Be a thrall in service to its glorious rebirth?
Thrall? No,
Silence! Your will
belongs to the Venatori.
Ooh.
All that talk of saving Tevinter. Is this what it looks like?
The risen god will unlock my true power. He's given me Vina Vitalis. We start here.
What's Vina Vitalis?
A rumor, an old Tevinter ritual to increase blood magic. Fake accounts appear on the black market. The real records were burned by magisters. It scared them. But if Aelia follows Elganon, if he could give her the trick, the Venatori are in power, but Aelia wants total control.
Blood ritual. Then the missing people. It's a lead.
But where? When? Who else does Aelia break before I track her down? Nev, this place means something to me. But what am I to it if I can't?
Questo posto mi è caro, ma cosa sono io per esso? Se non riesco a proteggere il molo, punto. Sei un punto di riferimento.
You'll catch Alia again. Docktown's got someone looking out for them. They'll see that.
I don't need to be the hero.
Come Iratus del Canale è più interessato a fermare i venatori che essere
I'm a
un'eroina.
sucker, Rook. Getting caught up in all this. Bad habit.
Bad habit. Ehi, ce la faremo.
You're not fighting alone.
End of the day, I'm used to counting on myself. That's how it's been.
No.
And now you've got us. When you need it.
Povera Nev, sempre il mondo addosso, deve far tutto da sola per lei. E affrontare tutta la vita da sola. Non si fa mai aiutare. Firma maledetta. Ok, direi che un po' stanchina, però ci fermiamo qua e poi andiamo avanti la prossima volta. Ciao ragazzi!